For me, eyes on Benji. Great calling in his first week. Really solid play in general. Fundamentals and fragging all looked pretty top-notch.
Yeah, also going to have eyes on Max, who's playing Brimstone right now. They've gone for the double smoke. Definitely thought he would be on something like Chamber. Been playing a lot of that, but no. A Brim. I mean, that's a rare pick. Respect.
X is going to get forward early. It's not going to be carpeted here in walls. Already, though, some step over towards the site. They convert Infiltrator is deep, living up to his name. It's going to be a trade early here, and Exeter up on the corner. Can't quite get out with that gate crash that leaves Envy outside of the site. Yeah,
that was a great late pin on Exeter. Just pushing through immediately, straight up walking. I mean, that's so easy for... Oh my god! Infiltrator to clean up. I mean, this is a guy who, you know, late into 2025 was at the top of the challenger scene as far as duelist goes. Would definitely be surprised if he wasn't a prospect for VCT teams this year.
Oh, I mean, he was at Ascension.
Yeah,
good showing there too.
Must have been some coaches, GMs who were looking at this guy as a potential pickup. And he's certainly someone that, in the future, I think you could see in the league full time.
And you know, last year in challenges, Winthrop played against Envy a bunch. Actually never managed to beat them. Right? So Infiltrator and Governor have not gotten one over on this squad just yet, but that's a great way at least to blow off some steam, settle a smaller grudge in the grand scheme of things. Infiltrator's going to be testing that main direction. It'll be a refract away.
And look, you can trust that on defense, Envy are going to go for very aggro pushes on these extremities. That was something that MIBR were able to heavily counter in their game, exploit it really to get advantages of their own. So we'll see if KRU can do the same.
Plenty to see there for Governor. Scurrying Envy players in A main, showing themselves to the Owl drone, and in the meantime, they're getting active KRU up on coast. We'll have this side. It's obviously played for pure retake as Rossi is the weak side attendant, and all of KRU are going to drift over.
It should be very free to get this plant down. I am interested in seeing what this Brim is going to be bringing to the team. I mean, you know, here on this, you can just get those very long-lasting smokes down.
Not too shabby here, MTA ready to receive as Envy dropped down off of Heaven. MC here. Not quite walking the flash on the same timing of the smoke as the previous round, but still, KRU get themselves a flawless, and they make the right choice after that Owl drone gives them kind of all the info they need.
So that Brim is definitely going to be obnoxious for Envy and post plants. That is an obvious point to be made. We've seen in the past when teams have ran double duelists here, that they'll try to put a lot of emphasis on smoking those lanes in mid to threaten that you could just be silently creeping up mid behind them. So I'd imagine that's something that'll get mixed in at some point too.
Feels like the analog for the old Harbor we used to see in these comps on Abyss as well. Really just trying to blanket those sites.
So it looks like the teleport is going to go up mid. That is one smoke down. Multiple Envy players here though, ready to receive any aggression that could have come.
Gate crash there was up mid for KRU, but faked. Haven't really managed to rattle the cage to a great degree in this round outside of a brief exchange in mid.
And now Envy really no utility on this A side to actually stall in the choke. So this should be very easy for KRU to just bypass, get the spike down, and play out a retake situation.
See what Astra and Brim can offer you. The site is absolutely covered. Trying to drop a step out of tower, and MTA is going to be standing up to back him up. Spies managed to get onto the site at least, but now it's the two players. Full blind on the move. Inspire's able to spray down a second. That throws this now into some questions.
Look at Rossi on this mad flank, by the way, as Envy are getting in from the front. Kesnet into the site.
That's going for lineups. Get the molly off, will fall. Still plenty of time, I think, to make this defuse happen. It's all on Governor now.
I think Rossi was expecting just that. Some delay from the molly, but obviously 1v3 tough.
Not much he can really do about that. Envy buy up in, and honestly is what Inspire's able to do there on the site, flashed out. Still find those two important frags in a very unlikely scenario.
Yeah, I want to see that on the replay. I think maybe all three players there were just blinded, which is why there wasn't actually the trade onto him. You know, there was a ping that came in that kind of baited Envy into fighting. I think that there must have been some level of team flash there too. And Infiltrator was just so weak that it was like a shot to the calf took him out. But still, though, that's not a horrific round for KRU. You know, a little bit of damage, they get that plant down, full buy coming up now. And they've got Envy, some of their players in a very bad economic spot.
As you sort of mentioned already, that smoke thrown up top mid.
Revealing area.
And now you can just tell by the minimap that Envy wanted to do something aggro down mid. Look at this from Kesnet. Ready to refract if necessary, but won't take any early fight. KRU not giving it to him.
He stays though. Nagzed pinged out. He knew there'd be something behind us, but will he be able to make the correction here, or does he have an awareness of who might be lurking behind the box? He's going to go straight into this. Kesnet ready to pounce. Now we can light speed away, at least get some distance away from Infiltrator. KRU is still scurrying in the backfield.
Who's next?
Angling over towards this B side of the map here. Infiltrator with drift goes up mid and bypasses Kesnet. But might be able to lay the path here on this B side of the map.
Lay the path, but his teammates are so far away at the moment. Who can even help him? I mean, Inspire's caught on the rotate. Is there going to be a double back from KRU towards A? It looks like they're thinking about it. I mean, maybe an opportunity for Benji to catch one on the rotate.
He's trying to imply that they're still considering B with that star deployed, and maybe he will linger around it. Can't be giving himself up too early, though. This Astro util is going to be very important without the Brim later in the round when push comes to shove at A.
I think Eggster might have spotted Benji on the cross there just before the wall came up. It's hard to tell. He was making a calm when we saw him on screen there for a second. Rossi catching out Benji.
It's a pretty high price to pay to keep Envy interested in what's happening over at B, but it is going to allow KRU.
What? What? I mean, MTA. I was about to say MTA took a lot of damage there, and I mean, he took even more because he fell off the map.
That is
and
not.
He died. So, all on Governor.
They already had to pay dearly to get into that site. They had to trade into a single player and then lose MTA for free. Any other day, the timing might have been fine, but Rossi is watching.
Yeah, he's had some good awareness here on a couple of these last rounds. He caught Nags when he was going for that lineup with the Brim Molly to basically seal the deal on that retake, and now here just expecting the spawn push as well.
Such a big commitment from Benji onto that B side. Like, it's not that he throws that Astro smoke down, linger a little bit. No, he actually goes, pushes up to coast and tries to make something of it. Is completely outnumbered at that side.
Yeah, it feels like he could have caught a timing there, but I think Eggster saw him. So he is inevitably dealt with. And now KRU on to the eco. A couple buckies for their two duelists. We'll see if that can get any value with the double dive.
Dimensional Drift used last round for Infiltrator. He just got picked as soon as he gate crashed back away from the site.
Yeah, honestly, that did feel like a round where you're seeing the lack of experience that these guys have together as things just got really messy with him using that ultimate, no one able to follow up off of it.
The Aldrone here is just to check mid against this heavy controller setup. You need to re-clear that safely mid-round. MTA conversion path active. Eggster is about to force it to refract away, and now KRU caught outside the site for the time being. Smoke in their way. And again, the weapons just aren't good enough for this.
Yeah, now what is the move here from KRU? They have 0 map control, but Envy have rotated players off of this A site, so a re-hit won't be terrible.
You can cycle this Nebula, Envy, and still buy some time. Ultimately, KRU are going to have to flood this choke.
Just waiting for this flash to come over the top from Infiltrator and then the burst.
KRU pinging the exact positions of these Envy players. Here they're going to hit the side off the flash. Eggster down to 50 now. 2 swinging around the corner. No problem. Eggster's able to make short work of 2. Spy chimes in. Numbers will still favour Envy as now eventually they come home to roost here at this A site. Benji with only a sheriff would have to have worked miracles.
Fair bit of damage from KRU, but Envy, obviously with just such superior weaponry, they're able to handle that re-hit. And given that the first hit attempt got rid of all of the dive utility from the duelists, Eggster, even though he's in that very uncomfortable spot close up, he's able to just keep his crosshair on main. No one could have actually really gotten past it. Yeah, so even split into A with fighting in heaven, maybe getting the opening pick there and then actually having an advantage in a post plant.
KRU have been trying to use all these extra smokes to imply mid-presence, right? To peel people off the site anchors, but haven't actually made use of it.
Yeah, and Envy just don't care. They're just gonna fight for him. I mean, look at Kesson. He's walking all the way down mid right now. That Viper wall up.
This could get a little bit
hectic. Yeah, this could be the moment. Except, I mean, Envy are pushed out of A. Benji ready, though. Or B, rather, sorry.
He's going to get some attention. That's a second for Benji. This is huge. Envy getting flattened on this B side of the map now, and they have to play catch up. But who's been left in the rear? It's Nags that can see the cross. A little bit wayward, but Poppin is still felled. Kaizen wants to fight in the mid here to saturate.
Oh, Nags got him? That's a crazy kill to find.
Yeah, even under hindrance, it took a trade to...
I mean, this feels like, this should be a 2-1-3 because it should be alive right now. That's crazy. Now it's all on Inspire, spotted out by Benji.
Been here all round, virtually.
Yeah, really came up huge for the team. Just playing defensively, watching that push out of B. Things get so messy for Envy in that situation because you have Kesnet walking down mid, but he didn't get the info that there were so many players going into the link. And so at that point, they're just getting pinched out of that, B walk down.
Blocking vision.
On account of KRU having Benji left in main and then the majority of players coming through that link to drop.
So finally, KRU are going to find themselves a bit of a foothold in these last couple of rounds. Also heading into the next round with a ton to work with. It's nicely done. Push-offs this from the site by Envy, though, kind of put themselves in a bit of a compromising position. You can sort of see where they ended up going down very deep. Envy just has the right positioning here for that kind of aggression.
Nags just doing his former teammate dirty there with the hindered tap kill and link. Obviously, Nags and Kesnet, a lot of history together. I mean, back to the origin days of KRU, debuting on the global stage.
I'm sure no small amount of pleasure for Kesnet to run up against this KRU team. If there's anybody who's going to be powered by spite, he might be one of them.
Now, emphasis again from KRU towards mid. They are trying to control this area of the map and work it more out of that timeout that was called. Fake TP to threaten that someone could be all the way up top there. And as far as Envy know, it could absolutely be a real teleport. There's 2 smokes on either side of top mid, right? They don't have that info.
Envy gets still pretty dismissive about that mid potential, though. I would straight away pop and double back to A main.
And with the lack of it, Envy want to take control elsewhere. That's why you're seeing this push out into A main. Being tapped, hoping to maybe bait someone into a peek, but engagement feels inevitable.
It's Kesnet on that swing, KRU with a firing squad already for him. So certainly going to tempt Envy back into that A site. KRU with about half of the round remaining. Wow, just starting to zero in.
Drift coming out from Exer just to get the info through A main. See how many players there are. I mean, he's not seeing a thing. They've got to know on Envy that everyone is headed towards B right now. 2
rounds ago, I mean, KRU had that play to punish Poppin as he tried to cross mid. So Envy want to be quick about this rotate. Now they know the coast was clear.
How much does Rossi want to commit? I mean, fully. Exer is there. Now Exer's alone. Rossi doubles back. Oh no, things getting a bit messy for Envy, not on the same page.
Yeah, a bit of a disconnect. There is another flank in play here. And again, Benji is going to be looking for it. Inspire doesn't have the time to check every corner, and Benji is waiting for him. That's the backstab potential now shut down. Poppin wants a bit of info, but that recon is taken out. There's heavy coast presence now for KRU. And they don't look like they're going anywhere. Rossi's going to have to tempt them out here. Over the top, he's found himself his first and only. Poppin cannot really get involved.
Nice kill from MTA to close out the round. The KRU playing to one of the anti-Envy win cons, which is bait them into over-aggression and punish. That's Kesnet just dry swinging into 3 players who are fully expecting someone from Envy after they collect that orb to just keep going. That is what for the last couple years since 2023 in Challengers. And he's looked like a really nice player, and he's calling for the team. That's impressive stuff.
He's called some really nice games. I think that Pearl game against Fury also, between Astra and the KJ side hits, some really nice game plans there.
Now look, if you're Envy on this round, you'd be happy to just walk away, even in a loss, just getting some ults out of KRU, so you can have an ult advantage in the next full buy round.
There's so much more insistent this round, though, about that mid presence. They've left both sides pretty weak. Extra dueling a little bit through mid. Have to gate crash out. The KRU are tempted. They're interested in this proposition that Envy have offered them here to fight for mid and maybe get an edge that way. That Aldrone re-clear. Kesnet not able to do much, but Poppin at least gets his. And a gate crash out of mid. Looks like KRU are happy enough with what they've done, but the spike is in a bit of a weird spot.
No. That's a good way to recover it. Just refract out to safety from MTA. And looks like the pivot towards B is going to be coming in. That's Rossi over on the site with the Stinger, trying to play in this new little cubby that was out of the last time Abyss was updated. It has a wall to play around as well.
Does come at the cost of the crosshair breaking util of MTA. That sort of fast psych hit.
Man, Envy really expecting something towards that A side. It's all on Rossi.
So you got to be crouched in. Number of players going to challenge him. Tries to turn the flash. He gets one.
Spike down.
MTA's head goes loose. Spike out.
10 seconds
Now
left.
Envy have to try and find a way back in. Yet they're the ones that are going to use the ultimates instead. And honestly, pretty decent purchase there for Poppin. Infiltrator and Benji do get scratched up a bit, but now with 2 Sheriffs and a Guardian, they're going to do the real dirty work.
Yeah, get some damage off. Extra still has 1 flash, so they can try to pop out behind this wall.
I know the divide is up, so stealth not too much of an issue right now. Poppin has a feeling about where Benji was going to be hiding, and Anax out on the side. They've seen his legs, surely. Poppin low, though. Infiltrator's going to test him from up high, but that's Inspired chiming in with the Sheriff. It's on Naxet now, and he's just tucked in the side. Poppin unaware. Full health Brimstone, armed to the gills, and no time for Inspire to salvage.
You just can't teach.
Just didn't check the corner, and Nags is able to stand there tucked. Free little kill to close out the round. Well played from him to get that over the finish line. Obviously got extremely dangerous for the KRU side. But hey, they get the round win, and they got ults out. So they're very, very content to walk away with that. I mean, I respect the attempt from Envy, working themselves into that 3v3. Poppin knows where to send the Hunter's Fury off. Man, if he got a kill, he gets the damage, but imagine he puts that into a 3v2. I mean, that could have been the Envy round.
Viper's Pit A main means Rossi can just inhabit that area. Gonna be a pretty fast hit on towards B. KRU this time actually going to go for it. Inspire going to be hinted up, trying to fight on coast, but no. Governor too fast. Extra steps up pretty much on his own. He's able to avoid the hindrance by the looks of things, and they just line up for him. Now he and Poppin get over the side, but the orbital strike is of concern. They step leftward. Out towards Connector, but Naxet is there. Great flash from Exter. Sets up a pocket for Poppin to play from. And now Benji's on his own. Quickly, Rossi going to get over to the side. The spike again has to be recovered for Benji, and that's going to expose him. Rossi cleans him up. But man, it's Exter for me in the side, causing all sorts of problems that clinches the round.
That is beautiful play from him. Just the crosshair placement, so steady with the aim for that double swing. The trade attempt over on that cliff collects 2. Great reflash so they can keep fighting. He's just obviously so comfortable with this agent. The utility from him just always just flowing perfectly right. And just the little things, I mean, teammate ready to go off that flash as well, so they get the free kill onto Nags in the refight.
There's a sense that
excellent round.
Exter started his campaign off in challenges, looked like a bit of a gimmick player, played a lot of Yoru, just sort of ran it down.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Yoru.
Yeah. Now though, there's a sense that he's becoming much more of a well-rounded professional at this level. Still has those like crazy tricks up his sleeve that he has from his time hitting the books as a
that a lot of
main.
Other pro player Yorus do not. Like he's, I think really, become a very well-rounded player, especially late last year, and just has that extra layer of Yoru trickery that others don't. Exter would have never done that. Yeah, Exter would never.
Infiltrator trying to garner some form of attention. Here's the D-drift.
Here.
Exter pinged out straight through mid. He's going to look how his Dragon plays over towards the B side. Looks like Infiltrator might emerge here on Heaven. Exter's about to get pretty busy. Hunter's Fury a problem though. And he never bothers looking in the Infiltrator's direction. Poppin, apropos of nothing, will step through that smoke. No way to flash himself in. That leaves Kesner and Inspire with it all to do.
Yeah, he was just risking it all for the hero play out of that smoke. And this time, you know, juxtaposed to the last time KRU went for one of those dimensional drift B splits, worked out perfectly. You know, all that util is synced up pretty nicely. I mean, specifically, it's those 2 ults, him getting in with the drift, and then there's the Hunter's Fury that comes after, pops out while the Hunter's Fury is even just distracting Eggster up top. That's some nice stuff from KRU, and a straightforward usage of the ultimates that's extremely effective on this map.
Pretty decent for Envy to be able to get to 4 rounds here, but the pistol rounds, we didn't really talk about it too much. That's going to come up in the next half. Been a bit of a struggle for KRU. They actually managed to force their last series, you know, against Fury to 3 maps without winning any of them. So it's part of their game they're going to have to be concerned about as Envy will move to the attack side soon, but we'll not dwell on that for the time being. This is this Hunter's Fury that not only tags out Rossi, but perfectly lined up to make it impossible for Exeter to really handle what's being thrown at him.
It's awesome.
Now look, of course, keep in mind this map is definitely attacker-sided. Both teams running the same double duelists, and Envy are pretty good at slamming sites on attack with double duelists, so you know, KRU have the round advantage right now, but by no means are they out of the woods. Even if they get to 8-4, Envy are a team that can just run you over when they start playing attack. Now, Infiltrator was faking this teleport a lot, but this time fully commits.
Pulling them in.
He's Inspire aware that he's going to get some attention now with the outside coming straight through. Nova Pulse there, and MTA just gets ahead of it. Refracts on out. Poppin's able to pick up that weapon at least and take his place. And rotates though, that's the issue. Infiltrator is so far up mid, he's catching people out. Then they try and cross. Poppin knows he's on the clock. He knows Infiltrator from Tower would have been a concern. But Infiltrator will emerge to an empty A site.
And now these 3 players from KRU just content to focus on getting into main, spamming. They're on the drop, and Nags catches him out.
That flash hit no one in particular, definitely not Nagzet. Rossi's going to go for it, they're already saved.
Poison orb emitting.
Give himself a bit of privacy with his poison orb, but he's mindful, of course, of Benji's util up on the side. There's the grab well. With another tap. Yeah, eventually, Rossi's going to have too many angles to follow here. Poison orb comes down at a pretty inopportune time. And that's when KRU strike.
Yeah, I like the idea, but not able to connect that first shot on Benji, and obviously multiplayers in main. That's going to be tough for Rossi no matter what. That was a good stun and a good just removal of Inspire there in the corner.
Rossi knew he was still on a star. He knew there'd be some Astra shenanigans thrown at him once the hit came in. Okay, so this time Envy not concerned about mid again. Another push off the A side.
Look at this. Infiltrator's actually picked up the operator on attack right now for this last round. Envy pushing out of A main. Deep recon dart. Benji aware that that aggression is coming. And now the decision for KRU is really, okay, do we try to hit the gas and get into the site right now, or are we going to try to give Infiltrator more time to work? No, it is time to go. Infiltrator gets
but that
no real opportunity.
Means that Envy know they can cross mid, I think, with a bit of pace. Try and get to the site in time. Hunter's Fury, Poppin's found Governor here, but out of the drift, it's Infiltrator with a shorty. Not a whole lot Exeter could say about that. Still no plant just yet. So Envy have had time to get in position. Poppin's super mindful of, you know, either Benji or someone sitting there in Crow's Nest. This puts Benji outside of the play for now, but honestly, an opportunity for a late flank.
Oh, great kill from Nags. KRU absolutely scared to try and get that spike down right now. They know that, you know, they're getting flanked. There can be someone entrenched in sight who they do remove.
They're rotating off.
Yeah, they want to push even further. I mean, this could get, look at Benji on the bottom of the map as well. This could get so awkward.
Inspire is primed to see this cross.
Last player
and he make it work. No MTA, too quick of the trigger figuring out. Poppin has to quickly get out. For the potential of a pincer there, you'll notice that Benji's still at the bottom of the map. Yeah. Not looking good for Envy here to round out this first half.
I think Benji stayed just out of range to actually hear Poppin's rotate. But now MTA definitely knows. Oh my god, I mean, just jumps straight into him and is deleted.
Doesn't get any easy though for Poppin here. Tries to light up the side, he has to drop down with the op in hand. The flick would have been massive. And Nagzet gets a second bite of the apple and devours it.
Nags is turning up right now, 12 kills for 5 deaths.
Switching sides.
Best he's looked in a map so far in KRU's campaign here in Kickoff. And I do think that is a win con to some level for this team, especially if we go further in the series and he's playing a lot of Chamber. A bit slow to start against Furia. But if he comes to life, that could get KRU over the finish line.
Now, by all accounts, pretty solid first half here from KRU. It's still being crucial and a pain point for KRU last week. They'd like to pick up their second of this map.
And obviously, their pace can be increased even further than from when we saw them playing Abyss the last couple times with the switch from ISO to Waylay. Because it should just be going insane here. Some immediate pressure from both duelists towards this B side is definitely going to make KRU feel like the hit is coming in here. Look, the A players are already gone.
All the way entirely.
Oh
Envy,
my
though,
god,
not
the
convinced.
fake plant TP back to A main.
There's no one there!
They're cooking right now. The site is so free. What a sick pistol round.
Really nicely put together. This is going to give Envy a massive advantage now as they can forge ahead even into what security. Get that tower presence. Look how deep Pop has been able to get already.
And now they just actually have to kill everyone. Kesnit in some danger here. Oh my god, wins the first, wins the second. I mean, is he ever really in danger with the mechanical level he's at? I don't know.
That's 2 plays plucked away from KRU's ranks now. We're going to try and go for this tower. Play MTA, there's a bit of run popping down. Some time to be bought here with a snake bite. Extra waiting for a challenge. And Envy are looking where they need to. Inspire, though, won't have much to see watching this long, late flank. They'll have to rotate into the action in a second. Oh, nicely done. Rossi sharp has a tech. Second and third. Can Envy off a dirty fake over at B convert the round?
Nicely done from Rossi, just playing off, extra swinging out of that smoke up top as well. Free, easy kills and connecting some nice headshots there. This was just a sick pistol round strat to bring out. You just immediately, I mean, you're looking at the minimap, you see 3 players A main, both duelist B. In this meta, you think they're just hitting B when the Waylay KRU are going there. And fake plant into TP away. That is so funny.
That rewind button hit so easily by Envy, something KRU's got to be mindful of now. Extra's already got himself up to a Marshall. Big KRU stack on A.
Just patient from Envy over towards this B side of the map. Extra wants to see what's going on, and, well, he sees 4 players, so time for Envy to go over towards this B side.
Yeah, here's the acceleration. Astrostar's being set up at B. Benji now needs to hold his ground and buy some time. Aldrone in. Kesnit unaware that Benji's lurking below. Doing all of this now. Chooses his time to swing, but Kesnit does pay attention to lower. And now off the map we go. We're going to call it quits here and now.
Last player standing.
This one is done. 1 player down, but it was just the Marshall, so it doesn't really matter. Easy round here for KRU as often as, or rather Envy, when you're on attack and you win the pistol and the other team just throw themselves off the map almost inevitably on round 2. Possibly the easiest round in Valorant is winning the pistol round, or this, round 2 after winning the pistol on a bis attack. Yeah. Might be the easiest round to win in Valorant, period.
Pistol, though, one of the hardest. Then credit to Envy because they made sure they had a setup that would give them a big edge. Now, heavy B presence, but always the potential to call a cancel on this hit.
Cutting through.
Trader wants to give himself a route of escape and chooses to take it down the coast.
They know where he's at. He was still pinged up on account of that drone.
Yeah, I don't know if they caught him with the saturate there. Infiltrator vulnerable up. Now able to get on top of the boxes. KRU swarming around this side like absolute ants. And Envy just not able to anticipate where they might emerge from.
Spike down B.
Well, I know where Inspire is. Last player up for Envy, only a Bulldog to work with now. This bonus not really particularly gainful.
Despite the info that the drone from Poppin got, the Anchors, Infiltrator, they were able to navigate the util well and reposition themselves for the fight. Infiltrator just getting up top quickly. That was nice.
Recovering.
Yeah, if Infiltrator doesn't stay sort of tucked in there at coast, he wraps around, goes over the top. Has player coverage from the rest of that B site.
Got it. Pulling them in.
And obviously this wasn't the full buy for Envy on their bonus round, but if we're going to see a KRU that can confidently deal with the fast, big execs like that on the sites, that can be absolutely enough for them to close out this game on defense, the tougher side.
Yeah, it's like fast pace as Envy can be. That really disciplined anchoring can unravel them. Saw that against EG in their opener.
Yeah, it's right there. Benji gets on a really weird little off angle, just slightly elevated on the first part of that jump up box, holding the angle. And then, yeah, Infiltrator goes back over top. Great anchoring from the 2 of them.
Bit more of a default vibe, at least some mid-presence now from Envy. Expect this round to start a little slower. The Viper wall over on the B side is going to keep KRU interested for the most part. Always a lurking threat. Can Rossi be?
Now, Kesnit has managed to get pretty close to getting the convergent paths. They could try to, round the world, get him the orbs, maybe throw him the plant, and we'll see if that's something they opt for. But we can certainly see it be a factor in this round. Again, Benji, Infiltrator. Let's see if they can repeat the success against the bonus, now against even better weaponry anchoring this site.
Take flight.
That is if they fully commit. Infiltrator could get out. That teleport is a bit further back right now.
Might want to try and fight this even though he's revealed clones on out. Hindrance walked into by Keston. And here's Benji as well. Such a nuisance.
Spike down B.
Emerging from the shadows on the side. He's able to find two. He's definitely going to slow things up here for Envy.
And this is Kesnet now with the plant, going to have the convergent paths to try to close out this round.
The game plan looks pretty similar as it's being telegraphed now. And if this push comes in from Link on Mask, Kesnet is going to be rewarded for this convergent paths. Nags it. Has circled back around to that high ground. Here's the pass now. Very quick dash away. MTA out in the open though. Naxat finds his from upper. Inspire concerned about it, not really knowing where the Brim is likely to emerge from. They've actually crossed past each other. Rossi not ready for this. He thought that line would have been covered. Inspire can salvage now up against Governor, who's up close and personal with the shorty. And that gets KRU. Pretty good shape.
Yeah, managed to do it again. Wait.
He's good.
Can we see the spike?
No! Oh.
I was gonna say, can we see the spike? I'm like, I think he's good, but that's pretty close.
I looked at his face. 0.3 seconds.
I think he was sweating for a second. He's like, wait, did I get this? Oh, all good, all good. But no, again, some pretty solid anchoring there. Benji playing in that smoke, able to collect a couple of those first kills. And really, that timing is just unfortunate for Inspire, not seeing Nags on that cross upper. Yeah, right there. And then turns around after Nags is all the way pushed over. KRU are looking good on this defense. Winning with the convergent paths being used as well. Everything cash to get a buy on this round. Hoping that they can leave it with Eggster having a dimensional drift. That would be a consolation prize.
Toxin.
Okay, going in numbers with two stingers over towards the A side RNV.
Cutting through.
Just Benji at B for the time being. How quick can they be about this? Perhaps not so much, because it has to refract away, but X has already got himself onto the side. The Bandit going to work here. MTA pinged out in the smoke. Able to avoid a lethal blow for the time being, but is bleeding out.
There is some danger here. Ooh, Infiltrator gets a really important kill though on to Eggster. Envy need to fight forward because that Astral Wall could come down.
Infiltrator's going to get ahead of the game with this dimensional drift. The Snakebite going to slow things up for the retake out of security.
I'm back.
Eventually, Kesnin though is handled. Infiltrator was low. Just a foothold here for KRU to try and get him. But Rossi shut him down. That was dangerous. Stinger did some work, but now Inspire on the wrong side of this cosmic divide. Had to guess when there might be a spike defuse attempt, and he was a little early on the trigger.
Oh, okay. Oh my god!
Through the box, there's something here. Governor's pretty low as well. Out in front of Benji, he couldn't stop him. Surely some spray. Just a tap would get it done, and Inspire bails Envy out of a dire situation.
That is unbelievable. Lash out with the Sheriff, nothing left to spray with the Stinger. Opportunity for what, one shot before the defuse comes in? The Governor was on the spike, but when Inspired started shooting, he got scared and got off. He thought he was about to get killed, so he didn't get it to half earlier. Crazy.
Let's go, baby.
Time to jump.
Crazy
clutch. That can get you back into these games, Wyatt. Envy now can buy up.
Look at the shift economically. This should be, on all accounts, a pretty free round for Envy unless things go completely awry because they are going hayward. Nags chilling with this judge by the smoke. They know. They're aware. Now they really know.
He doesn't have the mobility. Brim stuck out there like he's in mud. MTA trying to back away. He is extremely low and a strong wind will blow him over. Extra blows enough hot air to deal with him.
And that feels like Envy really got some wind in their sails after that clutch round came through.
He shows himself here. Unaware that Rossi was looking the whole time. So one of those very few Vandals in the round in the hands of Infiltrator only accounts for one of Envy. Now we're back to a two-round game.
Caught on the jump up. I feel like you can even see them in the cams right now that suddenly the mood has shifted. I feel like you're seeing some more smiles. They're feeling good.
I mean, why would you be there? But you get off to a decent start in this half, like you win the pistol, things fall apart on those couple of B hits, but now they're starting to put it together.
Yeah, they've got 3 very good ultimates as well heading into this buy round. We might be looking back at that Inspire clutch as the pivotal moment in this game.
I mean, it was
Envy continue this momentum.
It was an economic swing round, so at least it gave Envy that extra buffer.
All right, so we have an A split coming through right now from Envy. Hunter's Fury, Dimensional Drift combo, the classic. Well, there's a split from Inspire and Vents.
This is great pace here. Inspire's getting a lot of work done from Towers, tying MTA up a whole lot. The guy is full of bluff and bluster. But eventually it's Inspired that falls. The classic gets the job done. Envy still no plant yet, crawling around on that site, but MTA is going to be extracted from that upper side, and now a hit pre-plant. Make it an easy win here for Envy.
Oh, they are feeling themselves now. Enough of going B. We're done with Benji and Infiltrator. We're slamming A, and we are deleting these anchors so fast on the split. Just instant, no hesitation. Dimensional Drift into Hunter's Fury combo. Right through Vent is Inspire. And then late here, there's that moment right there where MTA opts to take a fight.
Just kept peeking. He just ran at me like that.
Instead of, I mean, I think that's what MTA just, like, you knew it was coming. They still would not be able to catch his timing because it would be so bizarre and just so out of the norm of what a Sentinel lurking would do. But
and maybe it's not been as extreme as that, but Inspire has been in his element, especially in the second half. This one, a little bit of a slower round, but definitely high presence towards this B side. They're going to test it again.
Yeah, now they're like, all right, let's go B on this round where they have bad weapons. Just mix it up here. This is the round to go back to that. Except Infiltrator gets the first, but
contextually bad weapons, right?
Yeah, in greedy fashion, doesn't want to get that gun. Benji has loved playing in this Nebula.
He is in a real nuisance, giving very Cryo on bind A-side vibes.
Oh, I mean, they should definitely know he's there now. It's getting, you know, recycle pulled out.
Maybe they have
maybe they don't. He's
maybe
just,
they don't.
Oh, Benji could clutch up crazy for them.
Allowed to exist for now, and Extra turns his back on him. That could be quite a costly misconception for Envy. Governor's got himself into Crows, and Inspire doesn't hear him coming, apparently. This puts it on Poppin. One way or another.
I mean, I'm sorry. What just happened there? MTA gets the conversion pass off. Benji is just in that smoke for years. And it felt like they knew he was there. When you were watching Rossi's point of view, he's played in that smoke before and killed multiple players. I think on 2 rounds. Still catches one. And then, yeah, what is going on there? Inspire, maybe like, I don't know, calling something at the time? He just did not hear Governor jumping around behind him.
Big thrifty around there for KRU, gets their noses back out in front of this game. And another B-side catastrophe for Envy. It's definitely going to have him shell-shocked.
Just stops that Envy momentum that was building so quickly in an instant.
This time though, Inspire
I mean,
still wants to work that mid.
KRU are just saying, yeah, they're going back to A, right? I mean, surely they're going back to A.
That's the right call. Do Envy committed the question?
No way!
How is he getting away with this? A third can't be true! Inspire finally brings him down, but the damage is already done. Envy are really often trying to salvage up onto the side. Gets his. And now it's Inspire to pick up the pieces. But that's a mosaic that ain't ever coming back together. 12-9. KRU on the precipice of taking another Abyss picked by Envy.
What a mental play from the current collegiate player, by the way, subbing in for this. Perfect timing with the jump. There was a hinder that came through. I think, was there a pop flash as well? Couldn't tell. I don't know, that was Eggster's, but yeah, just the hinder timing. I mean, who expects in that moment of the hit to have your Yoru jump around? That's crazy. And now for the final round to try to close things out, Infiltrator brings in the AWP. Did this on the last round of the first half. Again, KRU were like, surely they're going A, right? We had a bunch of players there, but at least one now rotating away.
Talk about Infiltrator getting revenge for challenges. Like, remember me, guys? I made it here too, and I'm here to make you remember. Hunter's Fury does catch the cross. It looked like it was Kesner coming onto the site. Flashed out, will try and work his way through. Pulls the cancel instead. The rest of Envy trying to filter now. Caught in the choke. Lined up. Infiltrator's able to chime in now with the operator around the corner. Smashes Extra. And it's on Poppin. Through that smoke, he'll have to come one way or another. Bang! It's Infiltrator. Ends the map.
Win.
3 for him on the round. Insane. Back-to-back 3Ks.
Now listen, buddy. There's a lot of challenges.
There's so much history in this game as well. Not only, of course, in America, but also the academy level in the LATAM region. That aside, off to the pistol we go with KRU starting on the attack side.
Yeah, and obviously also the VCT LATAM history. I'm still just Kesnet versus Nags is a crazy matchup. Just thinking all the way back to when those guys were playing on the world stage together and, you know, made KRU a household name globally. But let's see what they can do on this pistol round. Going for the A split, popping up close in main. This is a great position tucked by this smoke. I swear no one ever clears it.
Envy will have Poppin sat here waiting for his time to strike. It's
no one
does.
ever clears it, man. It's the best spot to anchor.
It does take about 10 years for Nagset to turn around. So he starts a
remaining.
forest fire every time he turns 180. The rest of them, though, not sure they have the same excuse. There's Benji falling, and Envy were waiting and hungry. And they walk straight into Poppin.
If you're ever anchoring that site, just stand in that corner by the smoke. It's so free every time. Like 90% success rate, I swear, when we're on a player's POV, and that's where they're at. Everyone is so focused forward. There was a flash that came through, I think, from Eggster as well to supplement that, which was a team flash, but still had everyone distracted. So, you know, no worries. Envy start things off on the right foot. And unfortunately for KRU, a familiar feeling of losing pistol rounds. Yep. So they've lost the majority of them so far in Kickoff.
Just the one so far. Early days yet, but one more strike for either of these teams and they go down to the lowest of low brackets, where they will be out of third chances, pardon me.
See what Kesnet can get accomplished on this Neon. Maybe even taking inspiration from KRU with their success in the first game, watching Infiltrator on that Neon find a pretty sizable amount of impact.
Kesnet's a bit more adamant about watching the approach there towards Art. It's going to come a different way, though, through mid-connector. Kesnet hot in their heels, though. It's under relay bolt, still able to handle them.
Down mid.
Weapon advantage rearing its head. Kesnet could walk in behind this bolt. Envy done enough for the time being. It's KRU trimmed down to just one Benji.
That was popping there right in time to help Kesnet, who's the only Envy player ever in real danger that round when he's fighting in the link. Good support from the Envy IGL. Flawless round, cleaning that up with ease. Now let's see what they try to do on the bonus. You know, certainly wouldn't be surprised to see this Envy team go for a heavy extremity push here. Maybe something adventurous in mid, throwing down the Nebula up top. Looks like time for the B duelist aggro maneuver.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to get the fight that they desire.
On a bonus here, but still closing the gap to get some value out of these Bulldogs. And Stingers! There go Infiltrator and MTA. There's some smoke to cover the advance. But Benji only gets one before departing.
Spike down.
This is a buy round for KRU, let's be clear on that. Envy running up on them on the B side.
That is genuinely an insane play from Envy. That's so cool. Just the speed that Kesnet is able to get up there playing Neon, and the timing off that recon was so perfect. I mean, that is the fastest B aggro play on defense you could possibly cook up.
And it happens in a very quick instant.
I mean, that's just like a timing you really don't expect when you're getting out of B main. You know, most of the time, a team will be like postured up around pillar, going for some swings while you're trying to, you know, get on the cross. Maybe when the Nebula drops for the cross, something like that. But to just get up into the cross smoke with the Stinger, playing off the instant recon is crazy work. A really cool play.
Nagset, of course, is invested in keeping this rifle, but so much of the map is denied from him. And you'll hear a pitter-patter of little footsteps as Envy start to close the net. Wayward there, Nagset dinks. 10 health in a dream and 17 seconds to try and stay alive. He'll scurry away.
Yep, now just on the run and should be safe
10
here.
seconds
so there could be one hero rifle for KRU in this next round.
Without a
Certainly not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, that happened so quickly, that push up B, but it's an impact that's going to echo through the next couple of rounds. KRU's first shot at properly buying up is immediately extinguished by this, and this recon setup is spectacular.
That is crazy. And with the smoke in main, so the players that are pushed out are disconnected from the rest of the pack, who are, gotta say, Poppin has been the best player right now for Envy. He's been their best shooter up until this point. Like, he was getting some nice multi-kills just straight up fighting on Abyss.
A couple of those with the Ghost on that first
Envy
round.
are not playing around. They are just immediately trying to swing 4 players, potentially, 4 players max to fight in mid. But they relax.
And Governor is the sort of initiator here, playing solo towards A. He did throw a Prowler in. It's not really done too much more than get Envy's mild attention there. Ooh, that's a big swing into Art. A huge commitment. It's got to be punished. Frenzy of MTA claims him, but now KRU can accelerate. Inspired's going to be a little bit more safe about this, but Cloner comes past that catches his attention. Hunter's Fury will be thrown in. Inspired decayed out now. Knows players are on the cross. Knows he's been spotted out.
Inspired just feels like he needs to live to get out. Rossi wants to find a moment to get towards Secret, and actually the plant denied.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, no plant at all for KRU. We're missing that little bit of extra bank. And the sub-plan, I guess, of getting Benji in a position to have a Cosmic Divide is still in play, but he wasn't able to get a plant. Decent recovery after a very aggressive moment there from Kesnet on 2 occasions early in the round.
I mean, that's such a wide swing to go for. Such a wide swing, no info. Oops, there's 3 players and goes down. Sure, recovery from Envy, but KRU are walking away happy to get a couple kills, and they get out the only ultimate that was available to Envy. And now, look at Governor as well. Just 1 away from getting the Nightfall. Wow, I mean, Envy are just sending it on this defense right now.
They're not going to give him an all for free on this side of the map.
And look, KRU don't have any prior info as to how Envy are going to play here. But okay, Benji 1 for 1, that's not bad, that's acceptable, but lacking smokes trying to get into B is going to be very tough, and obviously also lacking now the Cosmic Divide, which could have been a legitimate plan for this round.
Governor did get an orb though. So the Nightfall is online.
Look at the amount of angles that these guys are exposed to though, trying to get into this B site.
Yeah, and then now they're thinking twice about it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately here, it's like, what do they have to get in? A fast lane from Infiltrator to try to obscure some angles so they can get into a site.
Yeah, likely playing off this Fade ultimate. Odin for Poppin, as he is slowly wending his way towards Flowers.
All right, threatening that there could be some pressure towards Art, and then going into Link where there's really only 1, 2 angles to focus on it. Any given time, and then the split from MTA through main can throw some flags to supplement this push.
Here's a Nightfall onto the B site. KRU left their options open until the last moment, but MTA went down on B long, and now Exeter was still at large, but in goes Infiltrator. And out go Exeter and Inspire.
Spike planted.
Governor gets the plant, shock dart, knocks him low. Now to spam will account for him. This evens up the numbers. Now Rossi on the way in. Our drone is going to spot Infiltrator inside hole, so that eliminates one variable, but not that of Nagzit.
Crucial 1v1 to win. All the pressure on Rossi right now. New addition to the team. Should be able to get that first.
I've got to say, Nags has been shooting today, man. We are rolling back the years.
He really is. Winning that first 1v1 was crucial from Nags. Straight up fight against Poppin, who's been on point for Envy, but not enough.
Infiltrator, huge little 2-piece here. As Inspired quickly tries to follow up after X is down. Rossi made it interesting though. Was able to make an aim correction and actually kill that player as he made his way onto the site.
Yeah, I liked Benji's calling there for the team's pathing after he goes down and they're lacking the smokes. I think they played that pretty optimally. It was well done.
This time we got much more of that KJ util in mid. So KRU can't leave their options open so simply.
Now look at this. So fast into the link, smoke down. Into that B-side connector, rather, and they make it seem like they could be all the way up into Link. But now pivot right back into Art. I mean, at this point, Envy could feel like these attackers are in so many different parts of the map.
Yeah,
they're starved for some info outside of A main.
That alarm bot being blown up here. Look where Kesnet has to play from now. There's just too many lanes for him to cover. He would love to probably just sit and watch art.
Yeah, at least Eggster is pushed up on B. But these players in A main are going to feel some serious pressure if the execute comes in on their side. And having to watch two separate different angles.
There's a walk down art happening right now.
You are divided.
So now those A main players for Envy at risk of being pinched. I like the rotation coming in from Kesnet here, but he's going to go through the cosmic divide. He's not sure what's on the other side. Next hits down though. Look at them hold the road in A main. Pop him with the Odin. Able to stand tall. That's a pincer broken. Kesnet, the way is open for him to swoop in and claim the flawless.
Everyone's just hitting crazy transfers, I guess. Sick from Kesnet. And then Poppin just tracking the slide with the Odin is pretty smooth as well. Yeah, everything coming up Envy just like individually. Yeah, you're about to say Rossi just I mean, yeah, Rossi takes an isolated fight, wins it.
Credit to Kesnet, he like tests that cosmic divide early, doesn't fully commit past it until he knows his boys in A main are taking contact.
Yeah, Envy are not playing around right now. Coming into Pearl, just foot fully on the gas. Every round, they're pushing out somewhere with multiple players. Immediately into mid this time. And now fast rotate right back towards A as Eggster for a second consecutive round. Just outlaw in hand, all the way up B.
This is so... The Kesnet defense sides, we've always sort of seen this. He kind of pulls a couple players around with him. And they're always swarming. Used to do this with KRU on Icebox especially. Pull them back and forth. Try to be very dynamic. This time they've landed back towards that A side as KRU have really slowed things down. It's just a Sheriff buy here.
And if this hit does come in on A, these guys should be getting absolutely chewed up by this Odin. You would think, but Poppin just waiting for the recon to support Rossi.
Patient from Rossi gets the ping now. Some information. He's able to smoke up that A main, but all of KRU are actually in this site. Rossi doesn't have a way forward. Poppin's hoping to speculate, spray and spam into the site itself.
Spike down.
Oh my god, what a shot from Benji. That's on Kesnet with the ult pop.
No plant yet though, that's the issue. Down to 30 and the fighting is getting thick and fast here. Infiltrators found one with the Sheriff though and Rossi. Dangerous game, 3 players grouped up over towards that art side. And they're not committed yet. The spike though was out in the open on A. They've got to come back to collect it. And Rossi will step to them. This is where Corey really gets stretched thin, Wyatt. In moments like this dynamic skirmish, Envy able to win it out. Spike going loose really hurts KRU's ability to bounce off.
Things really did become a mess there. I mean, Poppin decided to not spam, throw up the recon, but Rossi not really with an opportunity to fight too effectively with the multiple smokes that were down. And when the ping came out, he had a shorty in hand instead. Some nice shots from KRU players. But Envy are able to stabilize and maintain a sizable lead at this point. And they're heading into a round with a dimensional drift for a retake. Cosmic Divide for a retake. Poppin might have a Hunter's Fury for a retake. This is going to be extremely tough for KRU to manage.
Yep. Clearing that turret early. Making sure there's no way KRU can have peace of mind about whether or not Envy are pushed into Plaza. B's the weak side though. Now being bolstered by Eggster, who returns. And through mid, Poppin is very quickly trying to at least get in position.
I like this from Eggster. It's on a tough angle to predict for KRU. Infiltrator exposed to it.
Oh, he spots MTA for free.
Oh, does he go for more? Does he go for the repeak?
Oh, there's our drone could play off that. No. Big gate crash out! Rossi waiting for them.
Spike down.
Plaza belonged to Envy from the very beginning of the round. KRU decide to test the waters to transition across the map through there. And it goes horribly wrong.
Envy at this point. Oh my god, MTA. What a second shot onto Rossi. Hold on. Let's see if he can cook up something more.
This guy, when he played on KRU, was kind of forced into that flex role, but he'd always been a duelist. And people knew that. We got to see him flex those very muscles. Eggster, though, puts the period on the sentence. And that's Envy 6 rounds ahead.
Tough to win that tight little angle fight against an op, but nice shots from MTA regardless. Look, though, at this point, Envy, they're in the walls. They're everywhere. They
do not sit still.
Taking full liberties on every single round, pushing really early, go harder with their game plan.
And Kesnet looks right at home in this setup too. Feels like he's able to find his place here, I mean, you might...
Yeah, he's unleashed
You
on
might
this Neon.
compare him to the Kane Zero, right? You know, from this envy team in challenges, right? Another very dynamic player, super aggressive, willing to push the boundaries and play audaciously constantly. So far, he is right at home.
KRU coming in with a very modest buy. As it looks like Envy might be putting some more emphasis on fighting B. We'll see. Extra still has this operator. I mean, he's been controlling this side of the map consistently with this scoped weapon.
They're not push up that far, but Extra in a customary location for Yoru to tuck. Extracts Infiltrator here, so how now are you going to push these sides? Dimensional Drip's an option, but you are working with just Stingers here. I think you need to just send it now as Poppin is going to make that decision for them sooner rather than later. Relay Bot catches on the Benji around the corner and Kesnet will simply convert.
This is just simply, this is the Envy way. We see them, let's just go fight them and kill them. We have better weapons, right? Oh my God.
I'm telling you, right at home, baby. Plug and play option is Kesnet.
They make it look way too easy when Envy start playing like this, and as far as the aim, they get back in that zone. And they are back in that zone after getting, I think, pretty convincingly diffed in the 1v1s in the shooting for map 1 on Abyss.
I just love players that are testing Nagzet's Twitch reflex as a mega high sensitivity player.
Or low sense, rather.
Mega low sense,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Just get in his face, see if you can get around him before he sees you. No, that guy's been around the block many a time. At this level too.
Double op setup now for Envy. They have so much money, it just doesn't even matter. They're kind of just getting silly. I mean, and why not? That's what they do. If Kane were here at this point in the game, he'd be holding down W with an Odin.
Once again, Envy are pretty active here. Poppin's going to have to hear this surely. He knows it's so awkward for him now that with a player right below him. He knows that. He's going to be caught inside this Nightfall, but there's Case that steps up from Halls. Poppin's decayed down to 1, but he's still having impact. Some utility. Our drone thrown out, and now a Cosmic Divide from Envy. How do you get past this? Kesnet snaps up his third for the round. Spike is nigh unrecoverable.
Look at Kesnet. He's just running around fighting them. He does not care.
Max had to reveal himself there. Rossi teases him out and finds a second. Now that's an 8-round lead, and things are starting to look absolutely diabolical for KRU.
I mean, Poppin is just absolutely sweating, getting bogged by util. Meanwhile, Kesnet is just running around, gun out, fighting everyone.
Yeah, it's the meme of that guy. There's like someone sleeping. The guy is like, you know, got his arms outstretched in front of him. There's like icy BMs and knives in him, and just protecting him. Poppin decays so you can live, Kesnet.
KRU are, yeah, that was nice try. KRU is back on the eco, sadly. We've seen a lot of that. Running into Extra on B, we've seen a lot of that. He has just been ruling this side of the map with ease this entire time.
Doesn't opt to challenge MTA, but actually gets MTA to gate crash away. So no real estate bought up by KRU on the B side at all. Look at this, Envy swarming away, still on the move. Kesnet now just keeping an eye on mid. It might be a re-hit on the B side, but look at the spike is. Envy haven't made that plaza play, so KRU have the flexibility here to pivot.
KRU and mid, they're just worried. Is someone going to run at us? Now MTA knows that someone is running at him.
I mean,
Extra wants that fight.
They could be in their spawn and be worrying the same thing against this team. Kind of have a present fear.
I'm going to try and get in on A, but if they split right now, it will be disconnected for KRU, so they have to buy their time to wait for the players in main to get there. But this time being wasted is also allowing Envy rotates to be there in time to anchor.
Spire ensconced him in all of his own utility. Look at how low Governor has got here as a result of that.
30 seconds left.
Expecting a push backside, it never really comes. KRU can't get deep enough. Cosmic Divide will need to allow them down to spike and be non-committal about it, but that's not an option either. Benji is stuck in the corner. Gets on out because Governor bails him out. Kesnet went down, and that Cosmic Divide will linger for a little longer. Needs to be a spike plant here, though.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Does go down, just the wall is about to drop. Retreating into main is Benji. Governor is so isolated.
It's so
Last
low.
player
Wow, but he
standing.
did catch
One
one.
enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god.
G, hello, Inspire. He's got to get across here. This is going to be a straight challenge, but he's going to do so through this pesky Astra util.
Oh no! We just couldn't get around the wall.
Just a minor mechanical issue. Costs Crew what would have been their second round.
Not like this.
And a Thrifty, it may well have been there.
Not like this.
Didn't realize he was backed up to that box, and Inspire is not going to give you the chance to recover from that kind of mistake.
I like that from Inspire, though. The second that grapple goes off, he just sprints at him. Oh, I mean, that's not much of a sprint, actually. That was more of a sprint into silent walk.
Oh, win this for you, Mano.
Kind of easy.
Placing sentry.
Up 10-1.
Yep. Very
Envy,
comfortable defense side.
Envy are back. Envy are back, and they're playing exactly like you want to watch Envy play. This is why they're such a fun team.
Yep, consistent in that regard.
And here we go, Keza just running up B with Eggster.
I'll handle
No one there. All right, teleport all the way over towards spawn. Kesnet already sprinting towards A. Eggster gets all the info in the world.
Gonna appear right behind them now. No way he's committing to that. Still, has seen all that he needs to. Again, this zone outside of that KJ turret is a safe one for Crew to make their moves through. And this is a pretty early lockdown considering where the rest of Crew are.
Now, what is their maneuver here going to be? They've got 4 going through Art. Art is fully open. Now they have to get into the site, but Envy could try to recommit, and they will. Poppin's in there.
Got big claustrophobic for Poppin here, though he knows he's got a lot to deal with. Prowler came on through the smoke, comes to Eggster. 2 down, surely not. MTA at least is able to salvage now, even in numbers, but Kesnet at the back of the site is fighting for his life. And Nagset, last round of the half, trying to make something off it. Typical theatrics, of course, from Envy.
I mean, yeah, Poppin is giving him a chance to make something of it.
30 seconds left.
Does he try to get out of here and go to B?
You see Rossi is tracing this movement across the map in parallel.
Bot coming back.
Yeah, Rossi should be able to hear him here in a moment for sure. And I think Rossi will probably kill him for sure.
Spike
Spike down for Nagset, but no chance to recover from it. And a brutal, savage performance here from Envy on the first half of Pearl. Pushing up on the map, really just suffocating Crew.
I mean, yeah, literally every round, all the time, they're running at them. It's just, that is the way of life for Team Envy. Just run it down. And everyone started shooting on this map. Rossi's at what, 13-4. Kesnet's killing everyone. Poppin has been on point today. Yeah, this one, man, Envy at their best right now.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
Big mountain of climb for Crew to make this a competitive meet from Envy. On the defense side, now heading into our pistol for the second, it's Envy already with 11 rounds in their column.
Simply Envy doing what they do best, at their best. Let's see if we get this early fight in a main. Now Crew retreating a bit after sending that clone forward, so the space will be garnered by the team up 11-1, working into this A split.
And they're going to walk up and they're going to start hitting them one way. Simple stuff. Infiltrator inside the smoke here. Has to pop through and make a moment of it here, but man, just dealt with by the Classic at close range. And that's a metaphor for how this map has gone. Crew have tried to match Envy. They've tried to meet them at every impasse. And have frankly just been found wanting on every occasion. 5 up still for Envy. Barely a scratch on them in this post plant. As MTA is looking to tease someone out of position, force some kind of error, or make his own fate. Nice little double down. Eggster not able to get away.
One enemy
Here comes an
remaining.
Astra util, and there's another one for MTA. He's on for 4 here. Rossi's going to step up now.
One enemy remaining.
This fan through the smoke is good enough, and he knows it. He backs away, doesn't ask for more. 14-4 and counting, but Benji's on the spike. And off to the right. Rossi can't connect. Insane recovery from Crew.
6 shots from MTA. What a play. Well, don't call it a comeback. I mean, I won't. I won't call it a comeback. It's the
Doesn't matter,
beginning.
you've evoked the concepts.
This could be the beginning of something magical, Mitch.
Really thought it was done. MTA doesn't have anything to work with. This is legitimately starting from scratch scenarios. He tries to make his way onto the site.
Dude, that little shot on, who's that, Eggster trying to jump around the box back to Art? Little tap headshot. That was clean. Envy just back to A main. Kesnet has a Guardian that Rossi throws to him. What a good guy.
Role player.
What a sweetheart.
Yep.
Just giving your duelist a Guardian after you lose the fifth round. Everyone else says blast. Kesnet, you better get some kills though, bro.
That's the plan. Into the side we go. Nano Swarms are up. Denying Envy any push past that box. Nax, amidst that fighting, is able to pluck extra out of formation, but the Guardian still alive and in the hands of Kesnet.
Time for everyone on Envy to hopefully try to distract so Kesnet can just start tapping players down, but this one's going to be a little bit tough. They contend with... That's a lot of stingers, man.
Yeah.
KRU are ready to run it down.
Very America's coded moment. Kesnet has to step through the smoke. Going that post-blind retake util. Tough in the best of times, and Inspire's going to do it now with just the Sheriff. It's not to be. KRU finally starting to build some rounds, build some momentum. It's a long climb.
And sadly for Kesnet, that one with the Guardian will not be enough. Well, they get the spike down too, so a little bit of extra cash into this round where Rossi just goes basically to 0.
And Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill, guys. Netflix and chill.
What? Does that have a different meaning in his mind than ours?
I don't think it does. Nope.
Looking into this.
Words change. Language evolves. And we become more wholesome.
I don't know if it's evolved that fast, but anyway. Rossi has his stinger now on account of what happened on that last round. FTA about to get that dimensional drift on account of getting a lot of kills in the last 2 rounds. So maybe that can be the crux of round 4.
Nax it here is mindful, of course, on the crossover towards Halls. It's overwhelming though. Benji, good damage on X. The patient play, but it's still not going to be enough because it's Envy. Always the same from these guys. And KRU on this bonus haven't really been able to slow them down quite enough. And Infiltrator will have to contend with the smoke. It's pulled, it's a fake. Rossi back into Hall safely now. They can double up, potentially. Doesn't matter. Infiltrator's far too quick and popping. Doesn't get a look at the Neon.
Nice job holding that angle though. Snappy, quick shot from Poppin.
Government's going to fight his way out of this. Got the weapon for it, sure. Extra at Poppin both low, but you've got to account for Inspire, who has now made his way to B as well. Not enough time for Governor to make this count. And so Inspire will take him out of the game.
Unfortunately for KRU, they were in position to get those kills. But Extra hit some nasty shots back halls. Can we see that from his POV? What was that? It was like a little pre-fire onto the next guy, it looked like? Yeah, almost. Yeah, he did crosshair out, just started the spray as Benji was about to walk into it.
Why are you Gladiator me? When do we ever Gladiator me?
Okay, I don't know what that was.
That's an in-joke, I think. Just like Netflix and chill.
That's
only these guys know what that stuff means, you know. We can only speculate why it...
Yes, of course.
Take flight.
Right, we're going to slam the B side again. Envy not necessarily feeling the need to be too creative now.
No, they're ready to just end this game and take us to Breeze. That's where their minds are at.
All right, here's that Hunter's Fury now. What's there to be found? Oh, okay, Infiltrator picked off straight away. Yeah, this is cooked, folks. It's on MTA, Dimensional Drift. He's going to have to make use of it now. To what end, though, is unclear.
It's cooked. It's wraps. It's over. Unless MTA does something miraculous, as he did on that pistol round.
Here's that Dimensional Drift now, getting on in. Naxx's still on the outside looking in for the time being, and MTA's been able to reposition, but his position, noted they're aware that he and Naxx are going to try and work these angles. Naxx finds his. Envy, though, still outnumbered.
Oh my god, they're doing it. Oh my god, they might be doing this, Mitch.
Inspire and Poppin now realize that this is starting to slip out of the grip. They want to try and close the map out here. Double face. It's Inspire v MTA for the
Oh my god, they
did it for 4! You've got to be kidding me!
Now, at the very least, his stats for the series, they're going to look great. After getting these kills on this second half, his stats are saved at the 12-4.
It's been to the school of John QT.
Sick pistol round, and now a sick 4K from MTA. Is that 2v4, 2v5? Something like that.
I did say it was cooked, but you said it was cooked with slightly more information than me, so I feel like that makes you look worse. If we were,
I don't think anyone's judging. Everyone in the Twitch chat was spamming GG at the same time we said that.
Listen, if people are going to point fingers.
Everyone's cooked. Everyone watching is cooked off that one. They were all wrong.
KRU are still in it. Individual heroics from NTA has kept them afloat. Still an 8-round deficit, though. Still a lot to fight against. Envy now, probably pretty disgruntled after that last round. But the Vandals will serve themselves with.
Down B.
They really just want to end this game, and they're just slamming B. But that's how things begin to get out of your hands, between the, slip between your fingers and out of your grasp, is by trying to get this over and done. And then KRU starts stringing rounds together. And all of a sudden, it gets to round 6, and then they start getting ultimates, and then they win the round where you use all your ults. But you're like, that's fine. It's only 12-7 now, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, how did we get to 12-9? This is how it begins, man.
It's the same dark path that many a ranked player has trudged in their time.
I'm not trying to sell this too hard, but we'll see. But you know what I will say? They do keep trying to challenge MTA on this site, and ain't working, bro.
It might be a time for a little pivot back towards A or something, maybe a little
30
more
seconds left.
Intricate.
Or they could just run defense, right?
They can just run it. MTA is going to be a little hard to dig out of that spot.
Last player
Envy here hunting for some exits and find only the one elimination off that round. 12-5 now. It's shrunk to 7. But Envy are going to be back with a vengeance and with weapons this time.
That is MTA getting another triple. Hey, even if they lose this at this point, MTA is kind of feeling nice going into map 3, and KRU, I feel like their spirits must be lifted a little bit, right? By the fact that they're running this back and winning some rounds here, getting some good individual moments.
Envy are definitely giving him no shortage of opportunities to fight. Looks like the look is over towards A this time. Something they did very well on Abyss. They've read into it somewhat.
And Envy want to finish this up in silly fashion. You have Extra ready to pop out of a dimensional drift with a Bucky as Kesnet runs around with his ultimate.
Who's next?
Outlaw here for MTA. It's only popping on half armor though. He's going to see all of this, and he does pop out. Foul though emerges, but Kesnet was right behind him, and maybe a little too far ahead of him. Swung the corner. Had overdrive active, but just got smashed. Okay, Fastlane is going to give Infiltrate a little bit of room to back off in the flower direction.
Envy are scared to fully commit there. They want to peel off and try and go back towards B. And if they do so, Benji looks like he's going to be able to kind of meet them at the pass here, but I feel like he won't really want to commit too heavily to fighting because he has the Cosmic Divide to just win a pose.
Play off this side, yeah. Doesn't need to be that guy right now.
Yeah, he's just going to relax. And that's fine. That's chill.
You do have to retake against this Envy squad. Splitting them up with that divide. Envy, no, they can't fall back to be long as a result of this. They have to mostly stay pushed up here. I don't hate that from Inspire. Gets his first and second. Governor may look to challenge. He's going to have to. And wins that one out. But it's even in numbers now. Nightfall comes through. Poppin able to avoid it by the looks of things. He'll have to fall back though. Cosmic Divide still on the table. Benji's still on the map. But they walk straight into Poppin's sideline. No consideration, make use of that Astra ultimate right now. And Rossi can plank from long here. Poppin though caught in a rough timing. Naxet trying to cross. It's awkward. And here comes the wall. Benji won't be there to see it come down as Envy put them to the sword and even up the series.
As awkward as it gets, to better than they were against Furia, as that was the loss in the series with the greatest deficit. It was 13-5 that they suffered. Let's see if they can do better off the back of a pretty devastating showing on Pearl.
Now, if this is the first time you've seen Breeze since the changes, the most notable is the removal of Hall. So an entire lane is basically gone. Some other key changes. Yeah, a lot of people are pleased about that one. MTA is able to tuck in towards boxes through mid, but it's going to be a trade. Right on time is Infiltrator, but he exits as soon as he enters.
Spike down A.
Oh my god. Now Governor just tucked on one of those new pieces of architecture here by those mid doors, swinging out and collects that third to win out the pistol. And we mentioned before that KRU have been struggling in the pistol round game throughout just, well, Kickoff so far.
The narrative's running out of legs now.
But yeah, now in this series, they're starting to even things up, right? So getting one here, I think one on just every map. It's been dead even, if my memory serves me correctly. But yeah, MTA pushed down mid. That's going to likely be a common play for these defending Yorus.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that quite a lot here. Both sides, of course, on the Sova. Some teams have tried the Sky, or Sentinels have tried the Sky, just to be clear. Had middling results. Much more of a standard comp here, though, between these two. The Jet to Kesson obviously is a fun touch. Let's see if it's going to be enough, though. Here's Governor set up in Nest. Harder to tuck yourself away to the side here. You can be wallbanged a bit easier now, but...
Oh, they're giving him that. Oh, that's... Oh, my God. All right, Kesson, why'd you have to do him like that? Just relax,
power
buddy.
of the Sheriff, yeah. Satisfying to see her go to work, but ultimately it's just consolation for Envy.
They were hoping to give Governor the ace, both for the sake of getting the ace, the vibes, but also it would have gotten him the Hunter's Fury. But dying also has gotten him the Hunter's Fury into this first buy.
He has his ultimate ready.
Crazy shots from Kesson.
That's why you're paying the big bucks. Yeah, got to bring that energy into this map 3. It's going to feel like a very long series, longer than it has been time-wise probably for KRU, just because of the strain playing against a team like Envy will put on you. They are relentless. They really don't want to let up.
I feel like KRU, they really have had some good vibes with this cobbled-together team. You know, just to some extent, hey, happy to be here. Just having fun playing Infiltrator up close. Then Judge for the trade, and it's impossible to trade out a Judge, so he collects 2.
Really composed play there from Infiltrator. And Envy now have been slowed down to a crawl through mid. See now that area all is so much more hemmed in than it used to be on this map. Not nearly as open as it was in the past era.
Now these mid doors, they are more open, a lot more space there. MTA trying to get something accomplished with the Bucky. Do they clear Infiltrator tucked behind the box? He has no support, no one to play off him in the barrel. Extended. Yeah, that's free as it gets for Ross.
And there's no activation for MTA because he's got a bloody Bucky in his hands. He can't swing that and pick them off from long range. So he has to sort of stay there. There'll be a double back here by Rossi. Can force MTA away. Double swing here and a gate crash for insurance for MTA. Might be the plan. Face the TP away, and Naxet had been hidden the entire time. Now revealed.
One enemy
It'll be too late. Very apropos skin there for MTA as pop and falls.
Oh, that's the spike down. MTA close range with the Bucky has to be dealt with. And how can you deal with him close range when he has the Bucky and he's behind the smoke?
And Judge and Bucky account for like 3 or 4 MV plays in that round. Seems like there's not really an idea for them once that spike goes loose over towards mid doors. In fact, seems like the idea's run out as soon as Infiltrator finds that two-piece early in the round.
And some of these really tight angles that exist on the map now are just being exploited by these shotguns. Obnoxious in mid doors for MTA, and then early on, Infiltrator with the Judge fighting towards like that new little house in elbow. Gets the first 2. And that's a bonus round stolen for KRU. Extending the lead, Envy on the eco.
So Marshall for popping. Up elbow. Envy already managed to get themselves. Governor's hoping to ping them out, and he does. Extra reveal. Smoker keeping quiet, but not entirely. Shock Dart also deployed. Now the look is over towards B, but MTA is ready for it. Extra flat as he tries to come around the corner. It's fancy footwork for MTA. Keeps him well and truly alive.
Oh my.
He's not just living, he's thriving out there on this B side. Inspire gets up pretty deep. MTA now aware of it and can give himself a get out of jail free card.
Just one bullet in the Sheriff. He's dying to reload one of these guns, and he does it. He's got 4, has the dimensional drift. Can a KRU player get an ace this time? Governor couldn't get it done. MTA's gonna do it. He's gonna get it done, man. He's having a map so far.
All right, the series, honestly, he was the impetus for their sort of fake comeback attempt on that previous map.
Yeah, he was. He just suddenly got like, what, 12 kills in like 4 rounds or something on that second half.
Ridiculous, like 1v4 ghost clutch up on that side.
Just sure decides to go nuts.
Finally, this guy can really show what he's capable of on a role that's most natural for him.
KRU guys getting hyped off these plays as well.
Time to jump.
I mean, Envy have been pretty quiet. We've sometimes referred to a bit of streakiness from Envy in the past.
So Benji forced away by a little util combo there, just getting the recon with the flash. Infiltrator is just in on that swing, and Governor hesitant to go for more, tries to delay swing. That doesn't work out. At least MTA gets one back. And now with the Cosmic Divide down from Envy, you would think they'd try to commit towards B, but no, they want to get back out towards A. Surely they don't expect Nags to have just taken all this space in main, though, right?
Nags it. Now, what he does with his information really depends, but he's heard that.
No more stats. Pulling them in.
Some sort of stall. Yeah, Benji trying to go to the grab well here. A swing off that could be timely. He's found two. That's going to have to do it for now. MTA's managed to get there, and Poppin shows his rear end. He gets off scot-free somehow.
Are they ready for Nags in main? They're just not. It's so free.
And he heard all of this. Nags really biding his time before revealing himself. And MTA just confirming Kesner's position. Kesner, who knows he needs to move out. Going up against two old teammates now in the 1v2 clutch. Already up on the site. KRU posted. Kesner's got to go pretty monstrous here, but so far so good. Half for MTA, but Kesner ruins him with the Blade Storm.
Excellent usage of that ult, just to completely disrupt the crosshair. In a flash, just gets up into the skybox for that one. That's really well played. I mean, Benji had some good anchoring there. That recall star that came up, that was perfect time, swung out. He couldn't get traded and got that one kill. Drops, gets the second. That was nice. Nags gets in a great position. Kesnick gets Envy back into the game.
They really had to work for that round now. Time to build on it.
Big clash coming up in A main if KRU commit to this, but no, they're just kind of kept at bay. Recommittal though.
Oh, early Nova Pulse there doesn't catch anything. There's actually a swing in. That exposes KRU. Envy waiting for him. Literal fire squad. Yeah, Bessie's going to be pinged out. Can someone help him from back pillars? No. Governor couldn't get there in time. Will they expect another player so far up on the site though? Well, they've got a wrap from Kesnit. Governor's time is ticking. And Kesnit's found 3 already.
He can't come up with another monster play in that round like he did in the pistol. KRU are trying to hit Envy with some Envy-like opening rounds. This is back-to-back where they've taken a fight in the first, so like 5 seconds. There they get forced back by the early Envy utility that is meant to keep a play just like that at bay and get you that easy A space towards the orb where they have that stun come down from your Astra. There's a recon flash, what have you, but then full recommittal doesn't pan out. And then you go back to round 5. They went for that fight in elbow, multiplayer swing, or like delayed swing from going, doesn't work out.
I think we can tell a lot from teams on Breeze at the moment by how they're fighting into A main on defense. Saw a similar like activity level from Sentinels, right? They had played that part of the map and
a lot.
Really asking for a lot there. See, there's the risk of letting players into A. That Viper Ball can really get you there pretty easily now. So clean, very, very clean transfer.
Is just a beast, and it really is cool to watch him.
I destroyed the guys in main, bro.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You can fill in the gaps, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah. You can definitely figure that out. He is going nuts right now. His aim is insane. And I was just going to say, it's just cool to see him in a different system. And it's cool to see him in a team that is just unleashing him.
Who's next?
Yeah, he's got a lot of freedom to work with. The structure of Envy sort of works irrespective of that, I guess.
Fast and easy into this B site with the dimensional drift. Time to play for a full retake, but the weaponry for KRU is not ideal to actually pull it off.
That's putting it lightly. There's a Bucky and a couple sheriffs in the mix here, and Inspire is just letting him come to him. He's got himself an upgrade, but it is a heck. Oh my goodness, the guy is so sharp. Okay, 3 for Benji, and now we're online. Extra up on the site. Obviously back in Crows is where Inspire is sitting. He doesn't want to lose his Yoru player right now. Cosmic Divide makes this that much more complicated. X is going to go hunting. Benji doesn't have the time to check all of this now. Doesn't see Exter quickly enough.
Oh, he had an idea, but the crosshair just a little bit off. Just an inch too high when Exter peeks out. Pretty unfortunate. Snappy shots from Benji. Respect to the attempt. And hey, at the end of the day, what was looking like an absolutely dismal round for KRU where they were not going to get anything accomplished, they walk away getting 3 kills, removing 3 guns, and they got the dimensional drift plus a Viper's Pit out of Envy. So that's not bad in a loss.
Keeping a cap on the economy, I think, is really important in that round number 7. KRU now able to afford themselves an operator for MTA.
tough adjustment on the jump peak. He can't make it, goes back sight. And a lot of pressure will be coming his way.
Nags ever intensely going overhead, finding his time, waiting with Hunter's Fury now. It's going to throw things into chaos. Somehow only a 1-for-1, but Governor's going to be there to pick up the slack. Infiltrator swings through, and Rossi now
down, B.
electrified. Another trade achieved for Envy. Inspire needs a clean way into this site, and that's a good start.
And TA trying to pick up the angle. I like that Nebula being thrown down, though, from Inspire. That's going to really force MTA to have to just walk back, get on a more passive line. Benji on this flank, but Inspire is so aware at the moment.
Not watching a great line, though, and popping.
Spike down, mid.
Probably expected himself to be covered there. Benji now can retreat to A and just split the difference, as MTA will once again get entrenched on the other side of the map.
Wouldn't be the first time that Inspire could come up with a clutch in this series. He's already had a couple. There was that insane one back on Abyss when Envy started making a bit of a comeback.
He's had some pretty otherworldly lurk timings this series.
If he pulls this off here as well, it would send Crew back onto an eco, but that's not going to be the case. MTA was steady over on that site, holding it down.
And Inspire is actually watching the spot where Benji's going to come out from. If Benji doesn't put stars down there, he walks straight into Inspire's line of sight. Just a small timing issue there on that sort of extremity moment here.
And that was a very good flood, by the way, from Crew. Getting back in there, MTA, he's pushed up, that's what I'm saying, good behold. MTA's pushed up with the AWP, has to teleport away, so he doesn't have a second TP to get out. He's stuck backside B, and they all flood in to support him. That was really well handled.
Need that back.
Early contact positioning for MTA. Doesn't yield any results, but he doesn't overpush it. This is now about to get messy. Yet through mid doors, the push! The Phantom doesn't foul Infiltrator. Follows up here with a relay bolt. Exeter going to have to bide his time inside that smoke, but the spike is tantalizingly out of his grasp.
I got the spike.
Oh, does just pick it up. But that run and gun movement was so ridiculous. Oh, the no-scope is nasty.
Spire walks straight into that one.
God, what is happening, man?
This is giving map one, I'm not going to lie.
God. Infiltrator just activates in that round. The movement is just, yeah, it's just illegal, honestly. Give me a replay of the just strafing back and forth, holding down mouse one.
A relay bolt as well to stop the third from coming in.
Oh.
Man, he is yeah. Close enough. He's got a Phantom.
They nerfed the Classic. They said that they nerfed the jump accuracy on the Classic.
Yeah, what do you do? That round really is a very quick one. All of Envy just invest in that.
It's the Hero Astro Rifle was about to be crazy, but
Envy have carved themselves out a couple of rounds in the mid part of this half, but now they're running out of time to post a more formidable total.
This time MTA adjusting to post up on A main, 2 stars there so the choke can be smoked, and then there can also be like a grab well to delay when the hit comes in.
Viper's going to get him in. Crew didn't want to play up in the choke this time, so they're going to have to fight through the wall.
Oh, Benji pinged up. Easy kill for Kesnit.
Now a flash through this wall is going to be the plan, but the Cosmic Divide comes up. This is part of the plan for Envy, give him a bit more space to work with now. And yeah, Governor tries to get through. Exeter, though, very flicky on it. Nagzed is in a different postcode.
And all of a sudden, just a straight-up eco round rush into A has destroyed Crew and put Envy in a position to carry over a bunch of free guns into this next round. Economy all of a sudden booming for them. I mean, what even happens there? It's just Benji's backside gets caught by the recon. MTA isn't able to actually get a kill with that operator when the hit's coming through.
They scale into A with the Viper Wall first and then the Cosmic Divide behind it. They fight through both of those.
And Crew just seems so willing to try and engage, but you know, ultimately the crosshairs, like Exeter's just staring right at the wall. Easy kill when a player tries to flood through.
And they're not flashing through them either, really.
Yeah, let's see this again. There's that recon that comes through, and it catches onto Benji. That's an important first moment. And then, yeah, it's just
sliding
sort of
through.
Awkward fights. Yeah, no one.
I think they have like a Yori fragment there, but they are like contacting through that wall individually.
And the fact that Benji is dead, it's not like they can smoke off any angles there, really. Like, that's tough. That's tough. Yep. But KRU still with a lot of cash they can buy up, just not enough, it looks like, to get an off, or just deciding to not have one in this round. Infiltrator tucking up close. So is MTA.
Exter with an orb. So KRU are pushed up, but they're not swinging main this time.
Yeah, and their round, I would imagine, will be played out a bit slower here, given that Kesnet just took the op from MTA in the last round and has kept it to watch over on that B side to see if anyone from KRU will be pressing up to take map control. Not the case. They're just kind of playing like, I don't know, dare I say, like a light trap setup kind of thing, where MTA is going to probably try to make the majority of the noise here and then teleport away, and Infiltrator is going to stand there with the judge.
I mean, they're expecting a double swing backed by a Yoru flash here, I'm sure, but it's just not coming. Now we're down under 50 seconds.
Hey, they're playing into KRU's hands. This is what they want. They want Envy to go into this two-man crossfire setup.
A great way to spot it out and actually get shot by the player back pyramid, so they don't know about these tucked individuals here for KRU. 5 balls come down, so they're going to have to go for it here. And Infiltrator gets what he wants. It's a 1-for-1. Poppin is able to do a 180 on it.
30 seconds left.
And that's the duelists out of the picture here for KRU.
That is crazy. It looked like he was full running still as well. When he just hits that 180, Spike goes down, has the Hunter's Fury now as well to close this round out.
Spire shows himself, and Benji will happily take that frag. It's Poppin, working around the fringes of the smoke. Benji has to know there's a player on the other side of this box here. Rossi, though, also clued in. Now we're even in this post plant. Presence is back of A site for KRU. Oh, he saw him.
One molly for back pyramid, now Governor on the cross. Stop spot.
Rossi's got to keep it together. Nagset is very healthy. We'll give him a chance to have a tap. Nagset gets it to half now, can go fighting. Rossi brought low. Good composure from the veteran, keeps KRU ahead by 3.
What a retake. 3 versus 4. Benji, absolute star player on that round. Collects 2 when they're getting back into the site. Little adjustment onto Poppin when he was on that cross, trying to set up some better positioning for Envy in the post plant. And he's just not able to do it. It's right in this moment. It's a crazy little kill to get. I mean, just saw the tracers, I think. That's it. At least from that point of view, it didn't even look like he saw him.
Oh, vamos!
Nagset there knows that Rossi is very low. And Rossi didn't quite time getting it to half.
It's the last round of the half, by the way, and there are potentially 5 ults for KRU, but Kesnet with a crazy first opening, and the pit drops as soon as it comes up.
And now they're going to make their way through A. KRU was set up, though, for a Viper's Pit A, so they played off the side entirely. They're going to play full retake into this now. And yeah, they've got those 3 ultimates to play with, but Envy are going to be well and truly entrenched.
Cosmic Divide comes through, Dimensional Drift to get the information, and it's being planted behind that wall. Envy tried to, everyone getting in front of it, actually all of the players.
He's forced them up, but I think Envy are happy to fight for that space any day of the week. So it's on Governor to get KRU to 8 for the half. X has been able to ping him out, though, and he is going to be surrounded. Can't cut the angles, and Rossi will get Envy to halftime with a respectable 5-round total.
Kesnet just deleting Nags before that pit is even halfway bloomed is just a crazy entry to find. Look, his instant, he just dashes right up.
It is uncomfortable
Spots on the flash.
That
That's
Viper's Pit at the
crazy.
start of the round now, just because how close up the barrier you can get.
Yeah.
Especially with like Waylay, Jet, Neon comps. You know, there's a window you can kind of get punished there. But 2 rounds in this game, 7-5 on Breeze. As we'll see Envy move to the defense side after this. Sides.
This KRU team has definitely, at this point, surprised everyone. No expectations coming into this last second thrown together. So players from Winthrop University, other players from KRU Academy, and somehow they're making it work. There is some level of just natural chemistry here that is activated for these guys, and it's been fun to watch. Here comes a full A hit, and everyone from Envy ready to defend.
Straight up onto pyramids they are. Envy want to try and filter in through double door. They're set up for this, so the fight through the wall is going to be the decisive one. Big recon bolt hit on KRU, though. A lot of them revealed now. They've got to get scurrying and get fighting. But Poppin's able to deal with Infiltrator there. Nagset close up on the pyramids. No plant. There's no space for it. Envy are suffocating as they did on Pearl. No room for KRU to breathe. They need to fight to make that space. And Nagset versus 3. That's not odds that you favor this KRU side in.
Envy were just overwhelming on that defense with all 5 players ready to go before KRU were even able to scale to pyramid to even really have a realistic chance at planting the spike. That's some pretty sick defensive pace.
And I want to see if that characteristic style of Envy
Let's go.
map denial is going to start to emerge. We saw it on Pearl.
Good job listening. Good
All
job
we
listening.
gotta do is
You can do is listen.
I mean, they're getting hyped up.
Yep.
I will tell you that.
Quick feet,
They are
quick
definitely
dirty.
getting hyped up.
So I'm looking for these push-ups, not just on B, like, you know, with the op on a contact angle, but how they play into A. Are they going to aggressively swing it? Kesnick gets the smoke, so they have a step away from that bolt, and he'll ask the question.
That is an aggressive swing. Your question has been answered. The Marshal through the smoke. But he lives. But he lives. In the meantime, KRU have worked up elbow at least a little bit. They are on just the 5 classics, however, so... well, that was the weak Kesnet, so... trying to re-peek in. Does get shot down. Maybe there's an opening. Definitely not a gun to be recovered, though. Because first of all, it's in Crow's Nest, and second of all, it's not worth getting there to get a Marshal. So,
This contact line for Extra, though, is about to be challenged. Benji lingers but doesn't go for it. It's a pretty telegraphed position.
yeah, or not, just trying to gather back up in mid, and then towards A main. Seems like they want to just get out there with all 5, play off the Viper wall. Not a lot of util to do it. You know, there's a fast lane to try and close the gap on these anchors.
Rossi can't slow this down really at all.
A recon for back
30
sight.
seconds left.
It is a retake wall for Rossi, so could he get off this side and play back in? He wants to hang around, and why not? He's got the better weapon, and he's sharp as they come. Poppin's been given enough time now to get involved and try and disrupt this. KRU with 2. Been able to get entrenched now. Poppin will make a bunch of noise, rattle the cage,
10
buy
seconds
some
left.
time now for Exa to join him. And Marshall might finally have a chance to get into the fight. Poppin decides to kill the spike planter. Brilliant decision-making there. It's just enough time for Benji to have gone for a plant, but he had to stick it.
Yeah, only enough time. Only had one option there, but not a bad amount of damage coming out of that round for KRU. Depleting Envy of 3 guns. Mostly to do with that fight over on the A side, and Kesnet being a little greedy with the aggression, trying to hunt for kills early on and taking all that damage.
I mean, Coach Stunner has basically said that, you know, Kesnet gets to set those terms.
Yeah, just do whatever you want.
Plays greedy or as passive as you sort of choose, so.
And let's be real, if Envy were trying to play with any other style, that would be something actually new to them. That would be something actually different. Having Kesnet just unleashed doing whatever he wants is par for the course with the Envy approach. Let's see what they have in store on this defensive round, on the bonus. I mean, this is a round where you typically expect them to be going for some kind of crazy aggro play somewhere, but that's not the case. Eggster is just up an elbow with the Judge, trying to recreate what Infiltrator did to his team in this exact same spot when it was KRU on defense.
That Aldrone is pretty telling for Governor. He can check close and see that there's no one pushed up. That could obviously be happening now. There's not been enough time for that. So they know they can focus on Rossi towards the back of those pyramids instead.
Rossi with just a ghost right now, by the way, after dying with the Bulldog in the previous round, so it'll be tough for him to accomplish too much anchoring.
Poppin got out of drone there, maybe concerned about being pinged out, but there was a wall in the way.
It's good that he's found an opportunity to close the gap on the choke point, though, with this Bucky.
There's always the risk or the temptation to overpush this. Seeing a second star put up, Poppin is going to be waiting. He hears it all, he sees plenty too. He's only able to find the one as Rossi was cut out of the fight and downed almost instantly.
Eggster almost caught off that recall star with weak weaponry. 3 bites goes down. Kesnet dealt with as well. Infiltrator has been hitting some pretty quality shots on this 3rd map of the series.
I take them out.
As far as bonuses go, a little on the quieter side here for Envy. Spire playing though for some X's. This is now looking a lot better. Economic damage now definitely feeling a bit more significant too.
Knocking them.
Just throwing out that stun. No one there. Wants to give himself a smoke to get on that spike. Has to bait out the initial Cravwell though.
And there's the pulse.
Come on. Diffuse. Diffuse.
3rd time, but no time for Inspire.
remaining.
He'll take a kill on the way out though. Happy enough with that. There he Can't be sticking that. He knows the round is virtually over.
I mean, Inspire single-handedly has managed to get every gun out of the hands of KRU on their first buy, though.
I love that. He doesn't half the spike, but he knows that his opponents think he could have. So he's able to draw that last player onto the site and force him to give up his gun. And I don't know, I don't hate the idea of Poppin gets reinserted close to A main after the L drone timing comes out.
Let's go.
Just trying to play up that lack of information. He does get his, but yeah, getting all the guns away.
He walks away with 4 kills effectively, 3, and then forces Benji to go down to the spike. He's topping the server now suddenly at 15.
He's I talked about the bonus being quiet, but he maximized its value there.
And look at KRU's buy. He cooked them. They're just stuck on pistols now. So this is a real opportunity for an Envy who are also low on a lot of cash right now to actually build up their economy.
And then we'll wait, hope for a push-up. Not that we haven't seen it from Envy here, but they know better on a round like this than to offer those freebies up. It's the same B-main contact angle for the Yoru. The rest of the crew are milling around, hoping that something presents itself.
Yeah, Envy pretty aware that nothing has happened towards mid. Now with this drone coming out, A-main, you can see their attention defensively has just shifted towards that side of the map. As plays from KRU get through those mid doors. Scale onto the side.
He's so deep here. Kesnet's still able to respond though. That takes a quick reaction. He's knocked low yet again, and low is still on 2 feet though. Wow, not anymore.
Spike planted.
See, backside, able to win that isolated fight against Infiltrator with a weaker weapon. And now just has to bide his time for the rotates to come in so they can play out this man advantage retake, gun advantage retake. Should be Envy's to take.
Clearing with some of these shock darts. Nobody tucked in that position on pyramids right now. All of crew on the other side.
Remaining.
And they'll be found, they'll be challenged. Inspire is going to continue to add to his tally. And Envy have now evened up the game.
That's well done by Rossi. Just plays in a safe, intelligent way backside. He gets that one isolated kill against Infiltrator, and then from there, can just hold down the angle, wait for the rest of the team. They storm back in together and make it look as easy as possible. That advantage retake.
Let's go. I'm fucking clean.
And he has them.
Yep. Love of lurking a little bit. Still finding some pretty crazy timings. So in many ways, it's comparable.
All right, can KRU get something started right now? What is this? Instant wall.
Nice
Are they
split.
trying to push through it? Yeah, flash through. Looks like they want to split into B. 2 players coming from main. Envy have not left this site, though. They're not baited into going towards A. KRU slowing down a bit. Kesnet on the line.
They have one chance at this. 2 technically because of his weapon, but doesn't find much. No damage dealt. Into the side, KRU come. They're still working on the fringes though. Cosmic Divide comes out now from Envy.
Yeah, so do they even want to commit with the Envy Divide down? Does Rossi clear this corner?
Yep. Well, he goes for it. Not going to be able to win it out though. Here's Exu though, front and center. Inspire going down through mid though. Infiltrator's made his way through yet again. Envy off the side. They're really not in position to contest this. From B connector, Poppin has been able to get in. Still no plant yet. Now they know they've got a good idea that out towards the edge of the site is where KRU is set up.
1 enemy remaining.
Wow, Infiltrator is ripping them apart on this site, and Benji back from main after just controlling elbow deletes Kesnet. I'm gonna just need to see this Infiltrator replay because he was really just on a solo mission in that site. I think KRU were definitely confused at some point as to what to do when the counter wall came down. Just up on the box. Exter not able to collect that when he had the opportunity to shoot him in the side. Great round from Infiltrator.
Awkward Rossi walk into Benji there, an elbow. That required Envy to re-clear that before they could even try and work back onto the B side.
Yeah, such a weird round. I mean, it looked like KRU wanted to play with crazy pace, just splitting into the site, and they slow it down and then have to kind of react to it. It was a weird round that they come out on top.
There was also no contact angle for Exter with a scope weapon there.
Anyway,
Here's Kesnet pushing off.
All of Envy just pushed out of B main, but that'll at least give the easy call for KRU to get into A. The site is free. We will get the spike down, but they have to win out a post plant now against more players on Envy, and MTA needs to get into a position where this judge can give value.
Yeah, Rossi had to pull straight off the side when the dimensional drift came in. So Inspire getting some success amid the smokes. Governor here in the post plant.
Isolated because Bench is on that flank.
Yeah, no A main presence here at all for KRU. Very much on a solo mission as Governor. Bench is getting there now, but it's too late. 5-10 seconds too late.
Yeah, things getting just very awkward there on the site. Felt like Infiltrator and MTA they didn't really know where to go. And then they tried to get into the Nebula, but it was a bit mistimed.
And Nagzet's positioning there tells Kesner everything he needs to know about what this round is looking like. Like, it's just a Viper playing spawn side pivot. He knows that it's going to be an A hit. Rossi immediately pulls off that side, gets to safety for a retake.
That's going to be KRU now back on another eco round. They've had a couple already this half. Envy have been more than controlling their economy. This should be an easy one for them to get into the lead at 10. What is going on right now
Gate
with
crash.
Eggster? Look at that! Yeah, look at that kick. What? That is...
Oh, that's saucy.
Come on, bro.
Just
do it. Just do it, please.
No, I mean, if there's a
Send
commitment to mid-doors again within this time frame, he could get into a ridiculous position. Here it comes.
It expired.
Yeah, it expired. Okay, once again, it's like a wall up mid and a split attempt over towards that B side. Here's the overdrive from Infiltrator, no chance to make use of it. The Neon Ultimates have been quiet this series. And it's Inspired, just very well entrenched here on this B side. Governor also knocked low on the cross. Down to 20 and all alone out of the round, surely in moments.
Inspired definitely is shooting on this last map in the series. That is a fact. Cannot be disputed. I mean, I'm sure we'll see on the replay. Just deleting that Neon ult coming through with Infiltrator trying to swing wide. Just doubled up with Eggster shredding the players with worse weapons. Easy round.
Come a long way since the days of FaZe Baby J, that's for sure.
Oh, that was Eggster that got Infiltrator. Actually, it was Inspire then swinging back out, controlling main.
It's awkward. Nice. It's an uncomfortable spot to be, I guess. You're trying to help cover mid.
Good shock popping. Let's go, bro.
Wait, did
you are popping. That's you.
Yep.
Maybe just feeling like some validation could be lacking there. I get it.
Looks like we're going to have a instant little recon combo play to take that A main space. Yep. And similar to what happened with Kesnet, they just want to punish this Pit, and it's going to happen because Rossi whipped.
Yeah, it's just a little bit wayward. Pit is down now. Replaced by a smoke. Recalled. Here's that dimensional drift from Eggster. He's very deep down mid and can see everything. He'll know if KRU are feigning a pullout here.
I'm back.
There's Nags just backing up a bit. And now that the teleport away had to be forced by Eggster, KRU can take their time, try and make it seem like they're working elsewhere, cutting noise, and then re-hitting it to the site if they so choose. But you can see that Inspired has put himself on a pretty good line over towards B. He's pushed outside of main. So I do think that should be giving Envy the idea that this will eventually be coming A. They have Eggster watching mid. But because he doesn't see anyone, they're going to know that this is just everyone coming out of main.
So, yeah, it's Kesnet posted up here for contact. That Astrostar is probably going to get them through. This drone is a bit frustrating. Yeah, Kesnet's got to get off the line entirely. Okay, try and swing it. Fair enough. Able to get over the tailwind.
Spike down.
Popping with a timely recon bolt, spots out a player. And Kesnet's been able to fall back to some degree of safety. Pinged out as Poppin. Okay, can Kesnet respond? Can Kesnet? Yes, he can. He chimes in as MTA was hoping to run down the Sova. And now Poppin, relieved of that pressure by his jet, can come forward and start to knock heads together. Benji's able to find two, though. Last hope in this round, snuffed out by Poppin Shorty.
Kesnet, Poppin, just so ready for everyone to come out of main. They had the info from their teammates controlling other parts of the map, and Kesnet really plays that situation to perfection. Tucks, waits out the drone, then swings, has the dash ready to just get back to the right and get behind Pyramid. And then Poppin was doing a really nice job of just working the architecture on the map to reposition himself. Get good anchoring kills. Simple and natural to set up just in the moment and play around some of the parts of the map there where on A they're just getting forced back, playing behind Pyramid, and Envy are just getting all the space back, running them down.
They've moved Exeter to A this round.
It's a little bit of early pressure towards main, just to threaten that they're probably going for an A hit again, but this time they do want to go B. They've got their controllers over there, just making sure that there's not any aggression from Envy, and there isn't. Drone from Governor going to have to get Kesnet off this line.
Yeah, this is the first time he's posted this line in this map as well. Are they going to account for it? Aldro hasn't seen much. Oh, Infiltrate already committed before the Aldro spots out anybody. So Kesnet's rewarded for that spot. Inspire's going to have to dive in there, and again, he's been a consummate anchor this game. Looks like drawing this one. There's going to be a pit in play, and I know where he is approximately, but Inspire is still able to trade.
Trying to work around this pit now, but KRU have an idea that he could be over here tucked in Cubby.
There is a Cosmic Divide if we get to that point for a retake attempt, but there's no extremity control for KRU. They are boxed in. That Astral Wall wouldn't be helpful.
KRU just want to slow things down, apprehensive to play the spike because they know that Envy can just use that as timing to activate, and they do.
Down B.
Max it down, Pit also is gone. And so is any hope for KRU in round 21. Envy get themselves to series point.
Match point.
It's still able to get enough players in that site to anchor in time, deny an opportunity for the spike to even go down. It's Inspire over here locking it up, gets that fast trade onto Governor.
Look, no one gets a kill here with that Inspire trading it instantly.
Where did you go, bro?
Yeah, he is definitely the MVP of this last map. Don't think you can argue that. Up at 24 kills right now, and how many of them were on defense? A lot. Definitely a lot.
Revealing area.
All right. Now this mid presence here for Envy.
You want to
Two
fight it.
players on that line. Cosmic Divide's going to come into play here for KRU.
KRU who are just trying to send a fake over towards B right now, and a teleport now away towards A, an A that has just Rossi only, but Poppin should be able to get through mid doors in time to support. KRU are a little bit slow, and it's allowing Envy to get the rotates over here in time.
Okay, Aldro here, Poppin just ignores it. There's the shorty, and this time it connects the first time. Rossi alive and kicking. Kesnet belts MTA. And Benji, standout player for this team so far, will suffer defeat alongside KRU. Has Envy finally get by them? It's an awkward start.